This is Jack Stanley, and I wanted to talk about what I spoke about previously, which was the craziness of having religion and God part of government. It has no place in government, okay? Religion has no place at all in government. And this insanity is becoming extremely visible right now, is what's going on. There's the Rowan County Clerk named Kim Davis in Kentucky who has refused to issue marriage licenses to gay couples under God's authority. Well, I have to tell you something. This woman is a government employee. There is no place for God's authority in government. There is a separation of church and state. I mentioned this before. How stupid can we be? Well, this dumb bozo is holding up in her office saying, I won't do that because God says we can't do it. Well, that's bullshit. If you want to do what God says, don't have a government job. Because when you work for the government, you do what the government says. See, that's the way it works. There's a separation between church and state. Now, I find this a little stupid, and I think a lot of people find it rather stupid, that someone would actually be this dumb, for lack of a better word. Well, she's protecting God's integrity. Well, I have to tell you something. If you believe that nonsense, God can take care of himself. In fact, if there is such a thing as a God, he should solve the whole situation altogether. But, you see, he's not coming to our aid. Well, and he's not going to come to our aid because, well, as I've said before, there's nothing that will be able to come to your aid because it doesn't exist. So hopefully this bozo will be pushed out of the way or convinced that she should do her job. And if she wants to do God's authority, well, join a church and become a missionary, and then she can do God's authority wherever God wants her to go. But for now, get the hell out of Kentucky and let people get married.